Stoicism is not as attractive as you might think. If you watch red pill content, you watch modern dating advice content, they're telling you that being stoic is the end all be all. It's the most attractive, sexy thing. A guy that's just Stonewall Jackson, just, I'm just standing here and I'm stoic. That's going to turn girls on. I have to have like this intimidating face. And I see all these guys. I can see guys that I can tell are red pill enjoyers when I go out because they're standing in the corner, straight face, like mean mugging. They're in really good shape and they're just like, ooh, I'm alpha, bro. I'm stoic. And they look cross-eyed. They look like they're taking a shit. They look retarded. Okay. And you don't want to look like that. You don't want to be that guy. You want to be what I call a sexy stoic. Okay. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the 3 sexy stoic traits. Because there are traits about being stoic that is super sexy. It's very hot. Turns girls on a lot. But there's also certain stoic traits like being boring as fuck that is not attractive. It's not attractive at all. So why not take the best of both worlds? Be fun and outgoing and charismatic, like I'm trying to teach you on this channel, and be stoic and unreactive when it's hot, when it's sexy. All right? First sexy stoic trait. Being vulnerable about your emotions without seeking a reaction is still stoic. Okay? This is a very hard concept for guys to understand. Now, this is so difficult to understand because we're trained our whole lives to think showing emotion, that's not stoic. How could that be stoic? Stoic is not showing emotions, right? Not really. Being stoic, especially the sexy stoic, is the guy that can say, hey, this is how I feel, take it or leave it, right? So when I go up to a girl and I say, hey, I thought you were like the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my entire life. And I mean that, and I'm saying it because I think it'd be fun to say that because I'm attracted to this woman, right? Olive again. If I say that because I'm attracted to this woman, then I'm being stoic because I don't care if she likes me back. If you don't like me back, that's totally fine. I'm so fine with that. And that's really the key to being truly vulnerable in an attractive way and maximizing your vulnerability. Mark Manson talks about this in his book Models. I would definitely suggest checking that out. But vulnerability is very stoic, okay? Jesus, man. Olive, you got to get the fuck out of here. All right. Vulnerability is actually very stoic. And the reason it's stoic is because you're not caring what other people are thinking. You're being completely vulnerable, but you're not doing it to get anything from them. You can't be vulnerable out of a performance. Like I'm being vulnerable so this girl likes me or she feels bad for me or whatever. You can't be doing that. You just have to be authentically yourself as much as possible to an extreme level so that you force the girl that you're talking to say yes or no, but you're not dependent on the outcome. You're dependent on the fact that you polarized her and made her make a decision. And that is it. Okay? Sexy stoic trait number 2. It's always best to laugh at yourself or at awkwardness. It shows that you don't care about the outcome. Okay? If you can't laugh at yourself, this is a big problem that guys that try to be stoic have, is they don't know how to laugh at themselves. They feel like if they laugh at themselves, oh, isn't that low confidence? Isn't that beta? Isn't that disrespectful? No. A guy that's really confident in himself, that really feels like I'm good enough. I love myself. I'm amazing. He can laugh at some awkward shit he says. He can laugh at something that came off wrong. He can apologize for offending a girl when he didn't mean to. He can be totally expressive and make mistakes and still laugh and get away with it. I can get away with so much shit that I used to not get away with because I'm so much less dependent on being perfect with my game. I'm not performing anymore. I'm just authentically being myself and I'm forcing the polarization of the interaction as much as I can. And I'm forcing the girl to say, hey, I like this guy or I don't. But at least I'm being extremely enough myself and laughing at myself enough and not taking myself so seriously that her rejecting me like shatters my entire world. A lot of guys are so dependent on the girl liking them that they'll kill themselves if the girl says no. But you have to be okay with the girl saying no. The sexy stoic, and this is number 3, the sexy stoic talks about what he wants to talk about and wants to find out if she's interested. His reality is all he worries about, okay? So if all you worry about is your reality and what you care about, what you want to talk about, yes, that might be a little selfish. And you don't want to drift into narcissism where you're only talking about yourself, only talking to women so that you can fulfill your own desires. But in order to connect with women you really like, you have to talk about things that you are extremely passionate about, the weird, deep, rough edges of your personality. And if you don't, the girl's never going to find out anything about you, and she's never going to be positive or negative. She's only going to be neutral. And if we know anything about the friend zone, I've talked about this before, but if you stay in neutral for too long, you're in the friend zone. She's not interested. Okay? You can't be neutral with a woman. It has to be positive or negative. Pick one. You're going to get rejected. You have to deal with that. And I can make more videos on fear of rejection. I think I've made plenty on this channel, but you can ask me in the comments, what do you feel like are your biggest issues with fear of rejection? Okay? Those are the 3 traits of the sexy stoic. Cleo has, or not Cleo, that's my older cat that I used to have. Olive has made an appearance. There's links in the description to apply for mentorship. There are links in the description to get my free course on approach anxiety and crushing that. There are links in the description to my Instagram for daily motivation and daily reels. I do 2 per day that are just packed with value. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.